There we go. We're in. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We apologise. Some technical difficulties just at the start, but fingers crossed you can all hear us loud and clear. You join us tonight for Alfreton Town's FA Cup third qualifying round fixture against Biggleswade. Has been rescheduled for this Tuesday. Should it go to a replay, Alfreton Town's league game will be swapped and the replay will be played at Biggleswade this Saturday. All very complicated, but stick with us and fingers crossed we won't have to deal with that and Alfreton Town get the win tonight. What are we thinking?
What I'm thinking is technical difficulties is being too nice to yourself. I'd call them Vaughan difficulties. He's been sat there with a headset on for the last 5 minutes and I've pressed go live and he goes, oh, hang on, I've not got any sound.
I had sound. I had sound to begin with and then I realised it had gone, but fingers crossed we're back.
Okay. Couldn't believe it. I pressed live and go, I've got no sound. I was like, oh, cheers, mate. I'll just sort that now, shall I? All right. So,
well,
but you notice change of setting. You've got some beautiful members of the media team, volunteers behind us, because the weather is unfavourable. It's cold, it's wet, it's raining, and we didn't fancy the gantry. We didn't want to brave the gantry. This way I get to sit down and rest my dodgy knee.
We wanted to protect the commentary equipment is what we
should
have said.
Soaking wet commentary equipment, but we also don't want to get soaking wet either, so we're chilling down here. I don't think Biggles would have brought any media at all, like any, so
no,
I think that's why we could make the decision to chill down here, so
we've got the freedom of the press bench today.
Yeah.
Which is lovely.
And we're ready. We mentioned on Saturday, maybe for the players, not so much the fans, it could be a bit of a grudge match just because of the Alfreton players, a lot of them leaving work early to get down to Biggleswade last Tuesday evening. For them to call it off when they got there after posting a photo online that looked like it was taken in the Bahamas in August. And saying the weather's been on their side, and then the photos of the picture and the players got there look like no man's land, and that's been generous. So I think the players, there might be a little bit of
fire in the belly.
A little fire in the belly, yeah, for them this evening, and hopefully we see more goals than Saturday.
Yes, that would be nice. Well, I mean, as you say, potentially a little bit of a grudge match from the players' perspective. There's something a little bit more on the line than there normally would be. Obviously, this fixture was drawn to be an away match at Biggleswade Town, but after conversations with the FA, was agreed to be reversed and scheduled here at the Impact, just so the tie could get played.
Hold that, Biggleswade.
And hopefully, eventually, Alfreton Town will be playing Spennymoor Town in the fourth qualifying round, but Biggleswade Town obviously have that opportunity to get to that latter stage of the competition as well. And in a similar sort of situation to Spalding that we mentioned, more so when they took the lead in extra time, that it might be something for them to look forward to this season, because they haven't enjoyed a particularly great start to the season. They're down in the drop zone in the league below Alfreton Town, the 7th tier. Did recently get I think their first win of the season, or one of very few, against Bishop Stortford, which is a good result for them. Bishop Stortford themselves are also in the hat for the fourth qualifying round.
After beating our Saturday opponents, Hereford 3-2.
Yes, a weird little sort of crossover there. But the crux of it is it's come down to a missed game due to a waterlogged pitch, and now a change of venue. Hopefully, well, we're going to get a game tonight at least, at the very least, and fingers crossed we see a win for those boys in red. It should be about 5 minutes until kick-off.
Score prediction time.
Score prediction time. I think I thought I was being cautious last week with my prediction, and I think we were both left a little bit disappointed that our predictions didn't come through. Obviously got a 0-0 at home to Hereford, which nobody ever wants to see. No one likes a 0-0. But today I'm going to go for, I'll say, a convincing 3-0 win.
One goal for every time we've tried to play this game.
Yeah. We could put it that way. 1 goal for every time this fixture's meant to have been played. Hopefully we don't get a 4th. Yeah, what do you reckon? What do you think?
Sorry, some fellas just was shaking the thing that the laptop's balanced on. I'm thinking. I'm just going to go tidy 1-0. Same this stage of the competition. Last year was Emily at home, and that was a 1-0 win. Goal provided by Billy Fuster, which I actually got. I was behind the goal and got a beautiful video of Billy cutting inside. Bear with while the intercom system screams at the ground.
Yeah, so they're going to... Well, if you can hear us. I mean, there was a late penalty save in that game as well.
Yeah, George
Willis.
Video as well, yeah.
Right at the end, a dramatic finish, which obviously then, after getting through that game set up, Alfreton's wonderful cut run all the way through to the second round proper. Set up a tie against Walsall, which was taken to a replay at the Bescott. And unfortunately, Alfreton fell to a slim 1-0 defeat in that one. But this year we'll look to replicate a similar run into the competition to the later stages. I'm really not sure if they can hear us at the moment, because this is very loud. But the teams are coming out, so once the intercom system comes to an end, we will run you through the teams when we're more confident that you can hear exactly what we're saying. Obviously, in the FA Cup, you get 2 extra spots on the bench to what we're used to in the league, which have been utilised. So a 7-man bench for the Reds today. I think we're hopefully there.
Go on then,
there we go, right. No, never mind.
Bill, will you make your mind up, please?
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, we're going with the official team.
He's done with the officials.
Okay, we're going to be against the clock here, but for Alfreton Town, stop. No, oh my God, Bill, will you give us a break?
Bill, give us some limelight, please.
We're just gonna have to start running through it anyway, because kick-off will be very soon. So for the Reds tonight, in goal, number 1, George Willis. Number 2, Josh Claxton. Number 23, Nathan Newell. Number 8, George Cantrell. Number 3, Max Hunt. Number 6, and the captain, Dwayne Wiley. Number 4, Adam Lund. Number 7, Billy Whitehouse. Number 22, Billy Fuster. Number 20, David Moyo. And number 14, coming into the team from Saturday, Jed Abbey. Number 9 on the bench, Jake Day. Number 5, Adam Anson. Number 10, Liam Waldock. Number 11, Lewis Salmon. Number 13, Jake Askew. Number 15, Ahmed Salam. And number 17, Jamie Watson.
And I have the impossible
job
do,
unfortunately,
of reading the Biggleswade Town lineup. Is number 1, Jack Berman. 2, Luke Pyman. 3, Callum Wilson. 4, Joshua Steele. 5, and Captain Charlie Briggs. 6, Ryan Doherty. Now you might think, well, what's so hard about them?
Just you wait.
Pat Sasawiski is number 7. 8 is Liam Andrews. 9 is Cyrus Babay. 10 is Naghib Ibrahim. 11 is Segium Florian. On the bench for the visitors is 12, Joe Howe. 14, Marcus Gouldborn. 15, Rohat Mata. Matia, one of the two. 16, Bozembo Napututu. 17, Theo Afori. 19, Edward Panther. And 1, well, they've got kind of 2 number 1s. They assume it's another goalkeeper. It's Ben Gamage.
Well, there we go. We have managed to run you through the teams just in time for kick-off. Biggleswade Town get us underway this evening in the Emirates FA Cup. It's not a nice evening in terms of weather, and as we've seen in the past many a time, these sorts of conditions can play a part in how the game pans out. And I reckon, I think I've just seen the first instance of it there. The ball skimming over Nathan Newell's foot as George Cantrell fires it into him on the left-hand side, out for a Biggleswade throw. Yeah, I think hopefully the surface doesn't take too much of a battering, but we've seen before the rain can cause some thrills and some spills. Biggleswade Town will be looking to progress to the later stage of the FA Cup, obviously having to go through more of the qualifying rounds. Alfreton Town trying to come forward here through Billy Fuster on the left-hand side, but it's cleared away quickly by Josh Steele out for a throw. Adam Lund warming up that cannon of a throw that we see so often. Alfreton Town fans congregating behind the goal that they are shooting towards under the brief bit of coverage that that stand offers.
Yeah. Thing is, that's going to be tough today for Lundy with them long throw-ins, is that it is so wet and then the ball is going to kind of slip out of his hands.
It's not going to stay dry, is it?
I don't think him drying it on his top's going to do anything at all with the conditions.
No, we need somebody running down there with a scarf for him. We did need to get a new ball put in, hence the delay, but Adam Lund now looks poised, ready to send his throw into the box, or potentially short, as we've seen a few times in the past. Goes into the box towards the near post. It's flicked on towards the goalkeeper, who makes a bit of a hash of it, but wins a free kick in the process. Biggleswade Town get away with one there. I think it was just sort of a mix of bodies into the box and then too much pressure for the referee's liking on Jack Behrman in net.
Yeah, I think it was Jed Abbey who was stood right on top of Behrman, and the keeper is like looking up, and he doesn't look very tall for a goalkeeper either, by the way. And he's had to like fully try and move Jed. That's an awful goal kick, and he's given it straight to David Moyo, but it's nearly taken out the stand. The clearance rattled off the metal roof.
Alfreton Town looking to go forward again through an Adam Lund throw.
It goes out for another Adam Lund throw. Bear with us, Vaughan's got tuberculosis.
Yeah.
And
That's the condition.
move the mic down.
Christ.
She's been drinking tap water.
That's what it is.
Struck by Hunt and high over the bar and out for a goal kick for Biggleswade.
I'm going to say it's not the first time we've seen Max Hunt try one from outside of the box. I think we remember his effort a few weeks ago at the Impact here, which was probably the best opportunity of the game. A sort of volley, half volley from the edge of the area, trickled wide. But it's going to be a goal kick here for Biggleswade Town and a chance to get back up the pitch. They've not had much luck so far.
Yeah,
It's a much better goal kick than previously.
Yep. Very promising start to the stream today. 3 minutes in, 30 concurrent viewers. Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Thank you, James Lowe, for informing us that you can hear us. We were worried for a little bit that we might be, or that I might be mute.
At least you told us
Well in
before.
advance.
Yeah. If Vaughn were watching, he'd comment when the stream was ending.
The score is 0-0 at the moment. Ivy bro. Now we are going to have a few instances where I will be peering over the laptop, hence the sort of stretch that I'm going to have to do, which I also might leave anything that happens in that sort of corner of the pitch down to you. My visibility is marred.
Well, Ibrahim, I think, loses the ball. Lundy, ball sent over the top, and I'm really going to struggle with this. Sagium, Florian gives chase, but it goes out for a goal kick, and Willis will go collect the ball now. Willis is often criticised for his time-wasting ability. It is genuinely a statistic now. It is a stat. It is something he does better than anyone else in the National League North. I don't know whether he'll be wanting to waste time at night, not only because he probably will want to get ahead and we, want to be confident we can control this game, but also the fact that it is probably freezing.
Yes, I think he'll want to be getting things moving, and also I don't think it's an unfair assumption to make that Alfreton Town aren't exactly going to be looking to stick out for a point, or a draw I should say, in this game.
Massive 3 points today, boys.
Get 3 points in the FA Cup. Nice one. Alfreton Town conceding a goal kick just inside the Biggleswade half, following that Willis goal kick. I must say, the number 8 for Biggleswade, Liam Andrews, has got some fantastic wrist tape on him. Extremely
Fluorescent.
Great
Fluorescent.
word to
Hot
describe
pink.
it. Hot pink.
As he breaks away with the ball and he comes past Dwayne Wiley and he strikes low, and great save from George Willis.
What a segue that would have been. But that's the first real
This is,
effort of the game.
Cyrus Babet and his fluorescent pink tape.
But there's
It's
the
the
first,
pink tape.
the first real shot of the game for Biggleswade Town. Not the start that Alfreton would have wanted, but George Willis there to prevent the go-ahead goal. Claxton now laying it back for Hunt, who tries to clip it forwards towards Moyo. Nearly looked like it might run through to Fuster on that far side, but it's cleverly nodded back by a Biggleswade man into his goalkeeper's hands.
Keeping me up. Allow it.
Is that a long day, this bloke?
I've had a very long day. I have not stopped from the moment I woke up to the moment I have got here. Which is of my own doing, by the way.
It's not anybody's fault.
It's not like anyone's made me. I'm just, I fill up my calendar.
Oh, wow. Off topic here, but do we think Dwayne Wiley's listened to our boot conversation from Saturday and changed his boots? He's gone all black.
Oh.
Possibly just adjusting. I mean, if they're
probably the
the
conditions.
studs, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what the scenario is there. But he's gone for some all black, clacky style as opposed to his previous.
Hunt, who was joint
bananas.
third in boots, has got on the bananas.
He's got Wiley's boots on.
No, I don't think they're the same because they've got a bit of orange on the back, which gives it a bit more character than Wiley's bananas, but they're still shocking. They're shocking. Although, I was going to say, as Moyo listened, he doesn't have the
He might have the gold ones on.
He's not
now.
got the all
Although I'm
golds on.
seeing some shine.
No, there's not. They're not all golds. I'm seeing a bit of black.
God, maybe it's got to them.
Boys, who's grassed us up?
Ah! That could have been your moment.
That was.
An unconventional control.
I've nearly brought the ball down after all this time. I've just screamed at it.
Would have been a tricky one, I think. Coming off the ceiling. Clacky takes this throw down the line for Moyo to flick on. Fuster in possession now, lays it back to Claxton. Tries to play a 1-2 with Whitehouse, but is impeded. I think it might have been offside, or did the ball roll out of play? We can't quite see. No, I think it went out. Billy Heath with a jacket on, a rare sight. Normally he just goes for the Vanarama jumper.
Don't know if you've noticed, mate, but the heavens have opened.
Yeah, I think even these conditions, too much for him to firm the regular dress.
Great
dress
header
sense.
from Josh Claxton. Found Moyo, who lost out to Pat Stassis as well. And
He has won it back. Goes out wide to Nathan Yule. Looks to get across into the area, but he's closed down magnificently by Flo Savium.
we're just going to call number 7 Pat.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Had another look at it and decided that I agree with you. For our own sake.
You had a look and decided I actually can't decipher that.
Yeah. Claxton trying to keep the attack alive, but his header eventually rolls out for a Biggleswade Town goal kick. And on the assumption that, well, I mean, I suppose that we'll see if that first goal kick was a one-off. This goal kick
Not great.
into a better area, but it does bounce off of a
It's out
Biggleswade
wide,
head.
but it's not got any distance on it.
It's out for an Alfreton throw. Yeah, didn't quite get it out of his half. Claxton standing over
Clacky
it.
stole about 15 yards there, by the way.
But there we go, the throw sent into the box from
It's a
Claxton.
corner. It's a corner if it goes.
Referee's got it right. It is an Alfreton Town corner, the first of the evening.
Well done, Blano. You deserved that name drop earlier.
From Bill twice.
Yeah, at least they actually give us the full names rather than just a Clark.
True, yeah. Because I think there are many of them that could be. But here we go, Alfreton Town preparing for their first corner of the evening. The usual suspects in the box.
Lundy peeling around the back. He's completely free. And
It's headed away by Andrews. Didn't quite run through to him. Nathan Newell gets there first and plays it back to George Willis, who will look for the diagonal ball, I imagine, that we see so often from this position. He's taken it out to the right-hand side, sending it over to the left towards Moyo. He flicks it down. It's a great touch. Max Hunt from outside the area now lays it off for Whitehouse, who hangs it up to the back post. The ball is in the net, but I think it's a pretty clear foul from David Moyo on the goalkeeper. They've both gone for it. The keeper has got there first and claimed it. Moyo
has put him in the net.
Clatters into him and puts both the goalkeeper and the ball
And himself.
in the back of the net and himself. So ball in the net, but still 0-0.
Easy decision for the referee to make. It's always going to be disallowed for offside, but a good move nonetheless.
Yes, I was going to say it was a nice little knockdown from Moyo, sort of touching it out to Hunt. Perfectly weighted pass.
Oh,
the
keeper
keeper
slips. He's on his ass, and Moyo
takes the ball, drives into the area and gets
He
his shot away.
strikes.
Oh, it's wide. But there we go again. That's an example of the conditions playing a part. Biggleswade Town's goalkeeper, Jack Berman, slipping over as he attempted to take that goal kick, and that could have been catastrophic for his side. But thankfully, Moyo couldn't quite hit the target, and his blushes are spared. I think he's gone all the way over to collect the ball. No one's kind enough to go and get that one for him. But that is a couple of goal kicks now where we've seen, well, I imagine not the designed target reached from a Biggleswade perspective, but he will have another chance here. Doesn't slip this time. It's a much better goal kick.
Straight down the middle, though, and straight to Max Hunt.
Max Hunt heads that one forward. Biggleswade Town trying to keep the ball on the floor and come away with it, which they do.
Ibrahim did well to keep hold of the ball, laid it back, and a long ball forward, but straight out for an Alfreton throw-in, and Claxton takes quick to give it to Hunt, and he clips it forward towards Moyo.
Gets
it's
the
a great
flick on.
flick on, wow.
Oh, Jed Abbey got onto the end of that Moyo flick, took the ball down and tried to strike it across goal, but I think the ball sort of just about ran away from him before he could get his shot away, and it's into the side netting, out for a goal kick. Alfreton Town fans, despite the conditions, in high spirits. Missed a pun there about their spirits not being dampened, but there we are. You live and you learn. Interestingly, the centre-backs going into the box for that Biggleswade goal kick, possibly off the back of the first few that we've seen, but then Jack Berman has sent them away.
Straight down the middle again.
And gone long himself. It's not an ideal one.
The thing is, one thing you get taught as a goalkeeper is when goal kicks, do not put them straight down the middle. They go straight down the middle, they come straight back. You hit the wide areas, even if it goes straight out for a throw-in. You know what I mean? There's no immediate danger. You can get organised. If you go forward and the ball comes straight back through the middle, and you don't win that second ball, you are in a poor position. And he's kind of falling over, and then now he's getting decent distance on his kicks, and he's just going straight down the middle, and that's the worst thing you can do, other than obviously fall over.
Yeah. But I think, I mean, especially against this particular centre-half pairing, that this goalkeeper's finding himself up against, Max Hunt and Dwayne Wiley, are going to win a lot of the aerial duels here tonight. And especially from those goal kicks, if they're going straight down their throats, they're going to head them straight back.
You know, I'm looking at the stream right here.
Go on.
Why does your hat fit you better than mine?
Quentin bought me a better one. He bought me a better condition one.
Yeah, I look lopsided. I look like I've got like a lumpy brain.
Well, fingers crossed there's no tumour developing and we are just having to redesign the hats.
Clacky struggling
Done
to
well.
get the ball under control. That is zipping off the surface.
I was going to say he did manage to recover and win his side a throw, but yeah, he sort of tried to take it down initially with his chest and it's kind of just skimmed away from him. And he only just kept it in play, but forced Biggleswade to prod it out for a throw. Adam Lund lining one up. Max Hunt and Dwayne Wiley heading forward into the box.
Lundy just been serenaded by the Alfreton fans before his throw-in as he launches it in.
Headed away by Biggleswade, but out for another corner. They can't get the direction on it that they desired. Fuster goes over for another delivery into the box. And I think we might have seen Adam Lund with a cheeky little swap of the ball there, because I think he dropped it to the fourth official, or somebody stood in the middle there and then took it pretty quickly. But the corner comes in from Billy Fuster. It's headed away by Biggleswade, not completely, but eventually out. Back to Billy Fuster on this right-hand side, who clips the ball into the area.
Moyo's
and
up.
it's headed in. Oh, headed back into a sort of dangerous area, but Biggleswade managed to clear their lines as the ball runs through to Willis. Alfreton Town looking like those sorts of balls into the box might be their best method of finding the net this evening so far. They're getting the first contact on a lot of the deliveries, and even when they're not, they're forcing problems. Could be an avenue of attack for Alfreton to persist with, as Abbey tries to flick one through to Moyo, but Cantrell intercepting one that he would have hoped ran through for Fuster. Bit of pinball in the midfield now. Hunt gets the ball under control finally into Claxton. Goes out wide to Cantrell. Whitehouse plays it off the Biggleswade man for a throw as Adam Lund walks over for another delivery into the area.
Yeah, it's hard to get the ball under control. It's just zipping so fast off the surface. You never kind of know how fast the ball's going to come, how much weight you want to put on it, what's overhit, what's underhit. You know, the ball comes to you quick, you've got to react, and the ball's kind of all over, bouncing. The possession changes there. I mean, there was about 4 or 5 in the space of about 10 seconds in the middle.
I can say, I'm sure the viewers can appreciate it. It's a difficult one to sort of keep up with, and also not very entertaining if I'm just sat here constantly naming the turnover in possession. But regardless, Alfreton Town find themselves with a throw. A slight break in play here as a Biggleswade man is down, and it is Andrews, I want to say. Liam Andrews, I think, is currently on the deck near the sideline. Physio is attending to him, and I think he will be off the pitch for a short period while he receives treatment. So for a brief moment, Alfreton Town will be playing against 10 men for this throw-in at least.
Interesting tactic from the throw-in. They've got someone stood like on the thrower.
I've noticed that. Adam Lund sends his throw into the box. Biggleswade get the first head to it, and Jed Abbey
Snatch
following up with a snapshot, and it's sort of bounced up just before it's got to him, and it's gone high over the bar, out of the ground, and out for a Biggleswade goal kick. And I think the Biggleswade man, once this goal kick is taken, I think the goalkeeper will take his time just to make sure that he'll be waved on afterwards. There we go, the goal kick taken by Biggleswade, and this time straight out for a throw. And the ball has hit the press bench this time and nearly knocked the laptop off its perch.
I'm onto you, Jack, mate. That's twice.
Whitehouse now on the right-hand side, looking to get across into the box on his left foot, which he does. It's towards Moyo, who heads it down to Fuster, who turns and gets the volley away. It's a good effort. He got a lot of power behind it, but it's just over the crossbar. Alfreton Town now looking the more threatening side. After conceding the first opportunity of the evening in the early stages, they have bounced back, swung the momentum in their favour, and now look the more likely side to score.
Yeah, I think, you know, 2 or 3 inches further down, and that's in the back of the net from Fuster. Just unfortunate. Slightly over the bar as Alfreton come forward again with Claxton looping a ball high into the back post and out for a goal kick.
I'm going to say they did actually change their goal kick routine there, as one of the centre-halves dropped into the 6-yard box and just received the ball quickly off of the goalkeeper and then put it along himself into the middle, but it was intercepted by Lund, poked through to Abbey, and then eventually fed out wide to Josh Claxton, whose cross sailed over the bar. This goal kick taken short again by Biggleswade, but then sent long by one of the defenders. Dwayne Wiley sends that straight back to where it came from.
So you can't hear us properly, but that shouldn't be the case. Well, let me check this.
Get an independent review yourself. We can rule out water damage at least, since we're down here, not in the gantry. But we will have a double check.
Lies.
Well, it sounds okay to us, but we don't know if that's well, no, because you're watching it back. Technically not part of the channel, aren't you? That's just you going on as a viewer.
Yeah,
and that's what it sounds like.
I'm on that's on my
On
personal account.
Yeah. Okay. So we're not sure.
I am
What-
sure.
yeah.
It sounds fine.
It sounds okay to us. But yes, it is 0-0. If you can't hear us, do we want to just say yes?
That's all right. The sound is on. Well done, Moyo.
Good little layoff for Jed Abbey, who now looks to drive forward. He's got Fuster in support, who he uses now onto the left-hand side as Alfreton load the box. Fuster tries to get it in low. It's blocked and eventually cleared by Biggleswade. It's going to run through to Newell, though, who knocks it back to his goalkeeper. It's not as comfortable as he would have liked, but Willis eventually not having a problem with picking that one up and sending it back forward himself. Max Hunt trying to hook one down the line towards Whitehouse, who will get there. Tries to hook it into the area. Abbey's going to have to try and rescue it on the left.
Yeah, it's Pat who keeps it in for Biggleswade, and it's cleared away, but Newell sends it back.
Great header forward from Wiley into Cantrell's feet, but can't quite keep it under control. Biggleswade looking to come forward on their own. Nathan Newell taking down Flo Sagium on that far side. Biggleswade Town will have a free kick. There we go, Biggleswade Town lining up the set piece, which is sent to the right-hand side of the area. Flo Sagium on the ball. Lays it back to the free kick taker. It's a 1-2. Tries to go inside, but Adam Lund intercepts, and it's now Moyo coming forward. Lundy to his left. Tries to knock it back in field towards Abbey, or maybe it was a miss-hit cross into the area, but nonetheless, Biggleswade come away with it. And Dwayne Wiley putting in the challenge on Cyrus Babe. The ball now comes out wide to Josh Claxton for Alfreton. He was waiting for the pass of Whitehouse. Eventually he uses it. Abbey, nice little triangle for Alfreton. Ball pulled back to the edge of the area. No shot though from Moyo in the end. And Alfreton Town concede a free kick, which the majority of the ground are not happy with.
Result is currently 0-0. No goals yet.
I would say we're about 25 minutes in now. Alfreton Town probably edging it in terms of chances and probably the better side on the balance of play so far. What do we think towards Biggleswade's approach to this game from what we've seen?
There isn't really a game plan there, is it? It's kind of they're in a formation and they are playing football. Like, there's no kind of technicality to their approach of the game. It's like they are playing football, and they are, if there's an option to play short, they'll play short. If there's nothing on, they go long. They have kind of no real identity in the way that they're playing. They are just playing a balanced game of football and kind of relying on that kind of making the right decision at the right time, rather than kind of, whereas we know Billy will always kind of look for his team to look for the big man up top he wants us to play, whereas they're not looking to utilise their strengths and play around their weaknesses. They are looking to play an all-round game.
Well, here we go. In the process of that, Claxton plays in Whitehouse on the right-hand side. He's just out of my vision, but the ball goes into the area towards Moyo, who did get his head to it, but ultimately Biggleswade get the ball away, but it's with Hunt outside the area now. Back out to the right-hand side. An attempted cross and out for a third Alfreton Town corner of the evening. On the right-hand side once again. Fuster heads over to take it. But yeah, I think the Biggleswade approach is something that hasn't worked for them completely this evening. We did see that early opportunity from Liam Andrews, who got a shot away on the edge of the area, and eventually George Willis was forced into making a save. But at the other end, Alfreton Town put the ball into the box. It's a simple claim for the goalkeeper, Berman. There we go. Good to know that you can hear us now, mate. We are still 0-0 in this FA Cup tie. Oof. It's a miscued pass from a Biggleswade defender, although he does put a challenge in eventually on Whitehouse to try and earn some credit back. It's out for an Alfreton Town throw.
Yeah, that was an absolutely shocking attempt.
Was
of
that
a
me?
pass, yeah. Sorry, I instantly agreed I shouldn't have done that. No, you were a good player, mate.
Don't lie.
I've seen you play a 35-yard pass.
That was one time, but I did do that.
I was impressed.
Adam Lund goes short from this throw-in towards Nathan Newell, who will try to get his cross into the box from deep.
Get
and it's
in!
Alfreton Town score. It's Billy Fuster at the back post with a diving header. He sort of threw his body at it at the back stick. It was a good delivery from Newell on the left-hand side. As Alfreton Town go unconventionally short from the throw. And it's worked to the back post. Billy Fuster beats his man to the ball.
Diving little header. I mean, he's headed it
Lovely.
off the floor. Like, he's lied on his belly to head it. And let's give Nathan Newell a bit more credit than a good cross. It was a fantastic cross from deep, maybe 35 yards away from goal, and he has swung it right into the danger area, right into the path of Billy Fuster, who slides on his belly to head it into the back of the net like a seal, almost. And it's a straight past the keeper, 1-0 to Alfreton, and Biggleswade have it all to do.
And they'll be frustrated as well, because as much as our viewpoint that their game plan doesn't have a whole lot to it, and it's more about sort of making the right decision at the right time and sticking to a formation. That goal has come. Oh, wow, that's loud. That goal has come just from an individual error at the back, just a misplaced pass.
Yeah, a shocking pass. I mean, not even a Sunday league pass. That is like my 5-year-old niece pass. that was what it was. It had no power on it. It was flicked. I mean, it was straight to Whitehouse. And obviously giving away possession, giving us a throw-in. And I said multiple times last week I'd rather have a throw-in than a corner on this team. Billy Fuster's taken out, and that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, textbook yellow card.
I think there's that Callum Wilson, or is it Pyman?
We'll
if it wasn't Wilson, it's Pyman. Marco, yes, it is 1-0. Alfreton have probably, I don't think I'm in any danger saying Alfreton have been on top, been the better side. All the play has been towards the Biggleswade goal, so Alfreton definitely on top and controlling the game. Biggleswade not really, other than that shot from Andrews that tested the goalkeeper, tested Willis early on. They've not had anything to offer really.
I don't think it was Pyman that got the booking, by the way. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure it was. But anyway, Alfreton Town send this free kick into the area towards the back post. A dangerous zone cleared away by Biggleswade, almost on the line. This works back out to Josh Claxton, though, who will have an opportunity to get the ball into the box once more. In it goes towards Moyo, gets his head to it, but the goalkeeper comes out to claim. But yeah, Alfreton Town will want to keep this momentum going. They've gotten off to a good start, been the better side, taken the lead through that Billy Fuster diving header. And a bit of hard work, Billy Whitehouse.
That's a foul, ref.
Gets
He's
to
dragged
that ball.
him.
The referee says no foul.
Claxton's won it back. And he crosses the ball in.
Oh, it's a soft one. They're two very similar challenges going in from both sides. The referee gives Biggleswade a free kick far out.
Well, yeah, no more than 30 seconds ago, the referee set a precedent that it was okay to drag someone back and get in front of them to win the ball. Yes,
Fabrizio.
Fabrizio Romano. That is, yep, 1-0 Alfreton. Your betting apps do not deceive you. You'll all be winning your $3,000 today.
Don't worry.
Do not worry.
Your money is safe with Alfreton Town. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Don't take that for facts.
We are not offering financial advice. This is not financial advice.
Just going off the fact that Alfreton Town are currently leading this game 1-0.
Yep, and if you do bet on Alfreton and it doesn't come in, please don't message the club account. We don't
No.
care.
No. There's also not a lot we can do about it.
Yeah, you're not getting refunded. We had one fella who couldn't afford baby food or baby food
I know.
because he'd bet on us, and I feel like that is his responsibility for being grossly immature.
And grossly dependent on an Alfreton Town fixture to come through. To, well, keep him above the breadline.
Yeah, because we're just kind of playing the ball on the back at the moment.
I'm going to say something that we've not seen from them too much so far. They've played a few passes at the back, waiting for an opportunity, and then gone down the line to their man out wide, and unfortunately Flo Sagium is unable to control it and concedes a throw-in.
But that's what I mean when I say they've got no real game plan. I mean, they're trying to play out from the back, but then the next breath they've just gone long, straight out to the wing. And you know, you want to have an identity. Every manager has a philosophy that they try and get across. I'm not seeing that with Biggleswade. I'm just kind of seeing players that have been put on a pitch to play a game of football in a formation, and they are all in whatever is their own judgment when it comes to how they are playing, and there is no kind of real kind of personality to their play.
Yeah. I see what you mean with a lot of how they've been. Oh, I thought George Cantrell was going to pull out a lovely turn there, but he has kept the ball, laid it back out wide.
Whitehouse.
Oof, for a second I thought that might be nestling in the top corner.
It's
Oh
another
dear.
mistake, and
Biggleswade lucky to get away with that one. The ball getting caught under Pyman's feet.
that's
He manages to rescue it. And then eventually Biggleswade Town winning themselves a free kick inside their own half, taken swiftly as they work it over to the left. They look to go down the line towards Sagian, but it's not got enough direction on it, and straight out for an Alfreton throw. Clacky sending this one down the line towards Moyo, headed back by Biggleswade. Sagian beats Hunt to that one. Dwayne Wiley up against Soros Bebe, eventually getting it away. Adam Lund trying to get it clear. Some good pressure from Biggleswade, but eventually it comes to nothing. Alfreton Town bring the ball forward from the back. Newell out to Billy Fuster, up against Pyman. Cuts inside and tries to send one over towards Whitehouse, who's got Claxton in support. It's Adam Lund now. Plays a 1-2 with Whitehouse, who's brought down. Adam Lund clips it into the area. It's found its way through to the back post. Billy Fuster
again
trying to get a second for himself, but unfortunately his header can't find the target. And I think Biggleswade might be making an early change here. The member of the coaching staff has just handed a note to the fourth official, and the manager's done the sort of universal change gesture.
We are getting more and
There
more
we go.
people with bets on coming and asking for the result.
We are going to
Alfreton.
see.
Sorry. Oh, sorry, there's a sub. Sorry, the sub's
Yeah.
more important.
We are going to see an early change in the first half. Edward Panther for the visitors, readying himself to be introduced.
For Joshua Steele. Yeah, we're getting a lot of people coming in. Yeah, Alfreton are winning 1-0 unless you've bet on
Joshua Steele, replaced by 19 Edward Panther.
result. Alfreton are 1-0 up unless you've bet on Biggleswade to win. Then they're actually 3-0 up and your bookie's lying to you. And you should probably go deal with that.
Yeah. Well, it looks to be.
All right, Pablo, mate. It's 1-0. Chill.
It looks to be a tactical switch from Biggleswade, as we've seen a defender go off and Panther has come on in his place and is occupying a position on the front line. So potentially a reactionary change to get back into the match and try and salvage something from this FA Cup tie. Newell sending it down the line towards Abbey. Pyman puts it out for a throw.
I'm just going to tell off the chat quickly. Right in, please. Listen, this is not a we'll confirm your bet's coming or not live stream. This is a commentary live stream, right? We're not kneeling and going, oh, yeah, don't worry, guys, here's the results, right? We are commentating on the game. Alfreton are 1-0 up. And right now, Alfreton have a throw-in deep in Biggleswade's half. We're going to throw it into the area.
Presumably.
Presumably. We did go short last time and then we scored.
But we'll see. Nathan Newell isn't offering himself. We have gone short in another method, though. Abbey laying it back to Adam Lund, whipping it in towards the back post. It's just overhit and runs out for a goal kick. He must hear us. Every time we say he's going to go long into the box, he changes his mind.
Yeah, he's heard me there and he's gone, you know what, I was making him look stupid in there. Please. Trying to leave him off. All right, you know what, right? You can go.
Eddie Rama.
You can add moderator. Remove. Right. Well, you know what? Right. We're gonna.
As you work that out, Biggleswade.
You're going into the timeout for the next half an hour.
Biggleswade
Have that.
go short from their goal kick.
You and all. You're
Win
going in
themselves a
timeout.
throw.
Think about your actions.
Think long and hard.
Yeah. Have that. Rule with an
no.
iron fist, I do.
Ed or ED, if that's the case. Best
Ed.
wishes on your recovery. But he is spreading misinformation. It is not 0-0. It is 1-0.
No, I've got to get rid of that as well. Listen here. Don't come here spreading wrong information. It's 1-0.
Run a tight ship here.
Yeah. You're not going in timeout yet, but you're on thin ice, Ed. Thin ice. Biggleswade coming forward down the right-hand side. Nathan Newell
The substitute,
gives away a free kick.
Panther, who ran at Nathan Newell, something that we've not really seen from Biggleswade this evening. Just someone picking the ball up, sizing up their defender and running at them. And it's won them a free kick in a relatively dangerous area.
Who scored? Billy Fuster has scored
Or as he may be listed
for
on your apps,
Alfreton.
William Fuster. as his name
Giancarlo,
comes
mate.
up.
God, it's 1-0.
It's too much. This is when we need the overlay back.
Right, bring back the overlay.
Bring back the overlay. Right, Ed, mate. You're taking the mickey now.
I don't know who we are. Are you on Alfreton side? Are you on Biggleswade side? Alfreton are 1-0 up.
Well, he could also be a Seattle Sounders fan and he's just got horrendously lost. In which case, mate, we can't help you. Biggleswade clearing their own free kick there. I think it's a misjudged header at the back post, but Billy Fuster on the left-hand side now, trying to get past Panther. The referee judges that Fuster fouled him in the process. I'm going to say Biggleswade have had a fair few set pieces so far in this game. They're yet to make any sort of runs into the Alfreton box from any of them, but potentially a positive that they can look at. They're getting these opportunities where if they really want to, they can just fizz the ball into the area, and that can change games, as we've seen.
Timeout.
An awkward bounce, a bounce on the surface, anything can happen if they do just put the ball into the box, and I think we might see a bit more of that. from
We've
Biggleswade.
got Mark, who's clearly got some inside knowledge. Don't let them change the ball on every throw-in. He knows. As Whitehouse is in.
Oh, it's a good recovery from the number 6 for Biggleswade. Ryan Doherty gets back to dispossess Billy Whitehouse, as he was in good position to potentially add a second for Alfreton Town.
Yeah, the sound's on. Oh, these people are going, right, please. Turn your volume up. Get some speakers. God, I've had enough.
It's been a long day for Matty.
Ed, you're on thin ice. One more message for you asking for the result, admitting you're gone. Not that he's got his volume turned on.
Oh, the referee has waited quite a while to play the free kick for a foul on Liam Andrews there. I think it's one of those cases where I'm not accusing him, but I think the shout of the bench and some of the crowd has resulted in him giving that set piece.
Played a factor.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think now, captain for Biggleswade, Charlie Briggs is coming over to take this free kick, and they're not setting up short over it. There's one touch taken. Back to Charlie Briggs, who gets it into the box, as I thought they may do. Cleared away.
Look at that bounce where it's
Right
zipped off
Alfred.
the surface and it's just got away from Billy Fuster.
Yeah, it's a really tough one to deal with, these players tonight, but Biggleswade do now have the ball on the floor with Andrews. He goes back to his captain Briggs. Comes to his left-hand side now with Wilson. Plays a 1-2 with Claxton. Tries to react quickly and knock it back down the line, but it's out for an Alfreton throw on this near side. I should probably stop saying that because that's a little bit confusing, because normally our near side is over there
Unfolding.
on the left. But we are with a change of location today. There we go.
Little nickname. That'll throw him off.
Nice. 1-0 often. There we go. Clacky thought about going back to his goalkeeper from the throw-in.
Viewers are going to drop now. No, they'll be back in 2 minutes. They've got crippling gambling addictions.
Oh, a sliding challenge from Billy Fuster. Does win the ball, but doesn't win possession back completely as Biggleswade clear it forwards. Abbey coming back, though, to steal it from Andrews. Goes back to Willis, who sends it long. Up towards Moyo. Does enough for it to get flicked on towards Fuster, and he's in here!
And he hits the post!
Billy Fuster, with a chance to make it a brace for himself, hits the post from close range. He has got the ball back, though, on the left-hand side, and his cross is cleared away. What a chance that is.
Yeah, that's too good of an opportunity to miss. He has to score. I mean, he's in behind. He's away from both centre-backs. The keeper stayed on his line. He just has to pick a spot. And he's gone high. He's gone for that top right corner, and he's rattled the post, and it comes back too quick for him to react. And he does very well to kind of like chase it and keep after it and win it back and get it back into the area. But he has to score the original chance.
I think it's one of those. It was a slightly fortuitous the way it bounced to him, sort of between the two defenders. So he might not have been expecting it, but as you say, he had the time one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And I think it was more of a case, he's beaten the goalkeeper, but he's hit it, well, I think, almost too well, as they used to say. And it's struck the post, come back out, and he wasn't able to do anything on the sort of second opportunity that he got. So hopefully not a missed opportunity that Alfreton come to regret come the end of this game.
Yeah, also probably worth mentioning earlier on, we spoke about, added time's up, 2 minutes added on. We spoke about how in this fixture last season, it was Billy Fuster's first goal and the only goal that saw a 1-0 win. And we're on track for that to be a bit
of repeat.
History repeating itself.
Yeah, well, I mean, if that is the case, then expect to see a late penalty for the visitors and some drama. Although I'd like it to be a much more comfortable affair than that. It's Alfreton Town trying to come forward right at the end of this first half. Josh Claxton picking the ball up on the right, going inside to Whitehouse. Tries to send it in on his right foot to the back post. It's headed away only as far as Adam Lund, who hits it from outside the area.
Yeah, he just doesn't get his body over the ball and
High and
strikes it
wide.
up and over the bar.
Out for a Biggleswade goal kick, which I imagine will be the last act of the half. Goal kick sent long towards this left-hand side. Headed back forward by Hunt, chased down by Whitehouse. Tries his best to keep the ball. Abbey now coming into play. Cantrell, it's a three-man press from Alfreton. Abbey gets something on it to win possession. Tries to turn it back down the line to Whitehouse, who's kept himself...
Flag goes
I
up.
was going to say, thought he kept himself onside, but the linesman's flag does eventually go up for offside.
Right, time out. Think about your actions. Boom my head in.
There you go, Biggleswade.
Oh, he's fallen.
Send the goal, the free kick long at the end of the half. That is the last action. Half time, Alfreton Town lead Biggleswade 1-0 in this FA Cup third qualifying round tie. And I think we're going to have to depart swiftly before the PA system deafens all of you. So
Yeah, thank you all for watching the first half of the watch along. We're going to take a little break now for half time and we'll be back for the second half action. Thank you.
The replay will take place on this ground on Saturday afternoon. The
transition.
Look at that. Smooth as you like.
What a lopsided.
It's the camera angle, mate. Well, we are back here ready for the second half of Alfreton Town versus Biggleswade Town in the Emirates FA Cup third qualifying round. Alfreton Town leading 1-0 as things stand, and a goal from Billy Fuster, a little diving header at the back post. Nathan Newell with the assist. As far as we can see, no changes have been made.
State of the chat during half time.
No changes have been made at half time by either side, and we are back underway here. What have we had?
I'm just holding the laptop steady while everyone gets back into the seat down here.
A lot of chat messages. Look at the views, mate. Look at the views.
I don't know. We could be on. Could we beat Spalding?
Could we beat, was it 1.5K for Spalding?
Yeah, no, but we had extra time then as well.
Oh, you're very true. That was a 3-hour job, that. Well, what do we think? I think we saw Billy Heath coming out of the tunnel, talking to the referee, presumably unhappy with the amount of free kicks that have been given against his side in favour of the opposition. But I think it's something that Alfreton have dealt with quite well. But then also, on the flip side, a lot of those set pieces weren't delivered into the box until the sort of latter stages of the first half, when they realised the kind of short routine wasn't working for them all too well.
I do not speak Uruguay or Argentina. How is the result? He's all right.
He's all right.
He's all right.
Alfreton
have a corner.
Have won themselves a corner at the start of this second half. Billy Fuster takes it short. Nathan Newell goes back to Fuster, who gets it in first time on his right foot, blocked, and out for another corner.
I can't believe they stopped Radio Dragger, you know what I mean? I'm upset. I wanted to see that out. In the app 365, it appears to me it's going Biggleswade 1 up. No, that is not true. It's 2-0 to Alfreton. Yes!
Fantastic. Jed Abbey back on the score sheet after a fantastic start to the season. Alfreton Town 2-0 up. He brings out the Ronaldo celebration that we've gotten used to here. From the corner directly, Billy Fuster, great delivery, putting it into the sort of dangerous area, right in the goal mouth. Jed Abbey, the quickest to react. Alfreton Town 2, Biggleswade 0.
Yeah, great finish, just as I'm explaining that Biggleswade are not 1-0 up. It's
No.
Alfreton. Another one goes in, a great finish by Jed Abbey, turn it towards goal. What is the result? Hang on, I'll do this for our friends overseas so they understand what's going on. Goal, 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 goal.
Well, there we go. Alfreton Town, a fantastic start to the second half, doubling their advantage.
What is the result said to me?
All right, mate. Nano Knob is
narrating himself. Alfreton 2, yes, Alfreton 2.
Correct.
Correctamundo.
There we go. Bilingual. Biggleswade.
I do my best, don't I? Nano, you're a few messages though away from getting time out well.
Yeah, behave yourself, mate.
Yeah, chill,
Biggleswade, if they didn't have it all to do before, certainly do now. Alfreton Town couldn't have asked for a better start to this second half, I don't think. And as we'd said, the set piece is proven to be a tough one for Biggleswade to deal with. Those deliveries into the box, they've not dealt with them all that well for a lot of occasions, and it's come back to bite them. Alfreton Town take advantage of one of them. Some fantastic battling from George Cantrell to win the ball back, finding Abbey, who's in the box now, tries to pull it back for Billy Whitehouse, but Biggleswade clear their lines. And I think that's going to be the highlighted weakness for Biggleswade this evening, the set pieces, in terms of their deliveries, but then also dealing with them. Alfreton Town, obviously, as we know, a side that relish the sort of opportunity to get the ball in the box from a corner or a throw-in or a free kick. And it's something that they work on.
Yeah, just any opportunity to get the ball in the area.
And that's what's essentially gotten the Reds their 2-goal lead tonight.
But that's what we talk about when having an identity as a football club. Biggleswade have not come with a way of playing football. They are not really, they're not playing with any sort of fluidity. They are playing like disciplined, but in terms of share.
Speaking of fluidity, this is a lovely move from Alfreton, and I've jinxed it. coming
Corner.
from right to left. Cantrell picking it up to begin with, moving it inside to Lundy. Came all the way across to Nathan Newell, and just before he could get across into the box, a sliding challenge from the Biggleswade man prods it out for a corner. Could Alfreton Town get themselves a third and put this game to bed?
Correct result. DOS Alfreton. Bit of twang on it.
Bit of twang, yeah. Billy
Corner
Fuster sends the
comes
cross into the area. It goes all
It
the
should
way
be another
through.
one. It should be. It come off. It come off the centre half side. I thought.
I was going to say it evades all bodies, according to the referee. Biggleswade have themselves a goal kick, which is taken short and quickly. The centre half carries it out now. Looks like they've abandoned the goalkeeper going long. Billy Whitehouse putting the pressure on, making sure it's not easy for them. They hook it down the line, out of play, and concede a throw-in. So the short route isn't working for them either. Frustrating one for their management team, I imagine. They just can't figure out the set pieces. What is that? Binary code.
Time out.
Lundy goes short from this one, goes back to Josh Claxton. Sends it into the area, looking for Hunt, but it's headed away by Biggleswade. Whitehouse gets to it first to try and keep it alive. Claxton sending it back forward, away again by Biggleswade. And Claxton, I imagine, will knock this back for Willis. No, he's going to let it run out for a throw. Up to 840 views. I think we could be on for a record breaker here.
In 90 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, if not, 4 digits is always a lovely bonus. Alfreton Town making some progress up the pitch in terms of territory.
I think Biggleswade are prepping a substitution as well.
Gonna say
Maybe a
another
double
one.
sub.
Some
Yeah,
changes. We've got
two
the
players
14.
maybe.
Marcus Goldburn, formerly of Braintree Town, looks stripped and ready to come on.
Yeah, he's balding a bit on the back of his head. Those waves are shocking, bro.
And there is another substitute ready for them as well, so they'll be making their second and third changes of the evening. Obviously, they made that first one in the first 45 minutes. Ed Panther being introduced in the early stages in a tactical change.
Theo Afari, the other substitute, preparing to come on.
Who also has the fluorescent wrist tape. I reckon somebody's bought that and that's now just been shared around the dressing room. Dwayne Wiley uses his body well to win his side a throw. Referee makes sure that Adam Lund doesn't beat. Oh no, I was going to say I thought he was telling him to not go forward, but yeah, he's just letting the subs go on. So
Vaughn's giving me tuberculosis.
sorry, mate.
Marcus Goldman, 70 Theo Afori. And leading the pitch, number 7, Pat Staslewski.
And number 8.
And number 8, Liam Andrews.
There we go.
Well, I'm not sure about that. I think Liam Andrews has been Biggleswade's best player.
There we go. Liam Andrews and Pat Stazuski taken off for Biggleswade. A double sub early on in the second half, having gone 2 behind. Adam Lund looks to buy himself some yards. They want a foul throw for that. He's not going to give it. Adam Lund sent it in towards Jed Abbey, but it's headed away. Max Hunt prods it out wide for Josh Claxton. It goes all the way out to the sideline for Billy Whitehouse, who looks to beat his man. He's going to have to cut back onto his left. Goes back out the other way.
Behave yourself.
A nice move from Billy Whitehouse, but he is now penned in the corner. Wins himself a throw, though.
It's a great little chop to
Oh, I was going to say, that was
lose
nice.
one of the 2 men on him.
Sent the defender sliding.
Incredible sauce.
Hassan, it is 2-0 to Alfreton Town. Could be 3. As Adam Lund shimmies the advertisement board out of the way before taking his throw in to get a bit of a better run-up. Headed away by Biggleswade to the edge of the box. Dwayne Wiley's there to pick it up. Didn't quite have the layoff that he wanted, though, and he's forced all the way back to Claxton. Sends it back into the area. The goalkeeper's going to come for that one, but the defender gets it away. Goldburn now with his first introduction. Dwayne Wiley picks it up though. It's a poor pass. Beats his man. Plays it into Billy Fewster. Tries to nick it around the man, but wins a throw. Not the worst result in that scenario. Alfreton Town set to make their first change of the evening with Jake Day ready to come on. In place, David Moyo, after a good shift, substituted for Jake Day. Love Jake Day to get a goal here. Get his confidence back up. Get him firing in the league. Fingers crossed.
A little bit of inside. I don't know whether we'll wait till the throw-in and we'll come back to it.
Go on. Adam Lund sends his throw forward, but it's hacked away by Biggleswade. He's back on the ball now, though. Max Hunt tries to send it back forwards. Jed Abbey making the most of it, and Jake Day is in here. Could be offside. Goalkeeper makes the save, but the flag goes up regardless. Go on, what were you going to say?
So I just caught it there. Lundy was waiting to take the throw and he was slowly making his way up the line. And the managers, obviously, Biggleswade managers, pointing to the line. So he's going, where are you going? And Lundy just looks at him and gone, I do it every time. And
we love a self-aware man.
They've had a bit of a laugh. But Lundy is clearly aware of how many yards he gains.
That's the game, though, isn't it?
That's going to be submitted into evidence, by the way.
Oh, no.
We said that, and like, they're going to be like, hang on a minute.
What we just said was completely false and fabricated.
That was purely for entertainment purposes.
Biggleswade, having gone short from this goal kick, looks to have beaten the press. It's the captain, Briggs, bringing it forward for them. Comes out to the number 10, Ibrahim. Tries to go down the line towards the substitute punter, Dwayne Wiley. Shepherds the ball out for a goal kick. No bother for the Alfreton back line there.
We're going to win the league now, and they're going to like take 12 points off us for the amount of yards Lundy stole over the season.
Point per yard. Till we get relegated.
There will be no more football club. They have no one to play against.
Yeah. Let's invent a new division. George Willis lines up his goal kick in front of the few fans that have remained on that side of the ground in the pouring rain that has now kicked back up again, and it is chucking it down.
The Biggie Ultras behind the goal.
Billy Fewster taking it down this left-hand side, beats his man and gets a shot away from outside the box. It's headed by a Biggleswade man. It's going to drop into a dangerous area, though. Back into the box. Jake Day did enough to get something on that, but Biggleswade do escape.
He didn't really do anything. He just left his body there.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, he didn't quite put anything on the keeper. He just sort of put his body underneath the ball, and the goalkeeper couldn't get around him or above him, really. But thankfully, his defence bailed him out. And Biggleswade live with the score at only 2-0. It's a poor throw-in, though, and Alfreton Town look to come away down this left-hand side again. Billy Fewster dispossessed by Luke Palmer with a good sliding challenge just in front of us. Adam Lund lining up a throw. He's got Nathan Newell just to his right-hand side, should he want to go short.
His tape's coming off.
But he sends it long into the area. Jake Day trying to do something with it, but Biggleswade send it down the line towards punter. Dwayne Wiley got something to think about here. He opts not to go back to Willis.
Yeah, he gets the free kick. He was looking at the line or waiting
I was
for
going
him
to say,
to put his flag up. He was like, Awe, give me a hand.
you could hear it, couldn't you? You could hear the sort of clash of boots.
Yeah, just trotting on his heels.
Yeah.
There were never, no attempt to play the ball, and the line flags it. After a bit of prompting from Wiley.
It's a standard free kick, no booking. Alfreton Town, nothing to worry about from that forward play from Biggleswade. Willis. Flicked on by Jake Day. First proper chance he's had to get on the ball. Panther, the substitute for Biggleswade, is in here. George Willis has come a long way, and he makes a good save down low.
Yeah.
It's going to say he's going to be looking at his defence there, I think.
Yeah, he nearly just got slid underneath his body, but he did well. He collapsed quickly, and look at it, he kind of got the ball got wedged between his kind of side and the floor, and he managed to gather into his hands, and that keeps any potential scare from happening.
But that is the first real opportunity that Biggleswade have had in the game, really. I mean, you could refer to the half chance very early on from Liam Andrews, who's now been brought off the pitch. But that, other than that, I mean, from my memory, I think that is definitely their best opportunity in this game so far. First half substitute, Ed Panther, breaking through the back line, trying to get a shot away, trying to get it underneath Willis. But he makes a good save, getting down quickly, denying him, keeping the score at 2-0. Adam Lund goes back to Dwayne Wiley from his throw, who sends it into the area, looking for Jake Day, who gets his head to it. It's on target, but Jack Berman makes the save down to his right-hand side.
Yeah, he did really well to get up and change the direction of the ball to get it on target, but it was just one of the ones where it was kind of floated, so he couldn't really generate any power. Keeper saw it into his hands all day long.
Dwayne Wiley's been caught out at the back, but no, he hasn't actually. He's played a good line. My apologies, offside. Because it looked like he stepped up just too late there as the ball got played through, but in the linesman's view,
He's actually
done it perfectly, yeah.
Trap.
It's because it looked like he went sort of later than everybody else, but I apologise.
You've got a couple of chips in the bank after he wore those shocking banana boots.
Alfreton Town will have themselves a goal kick inside their own half, which Willis will take.
But I'm getting very cold as this game goes on. I keep looking to my left and seeing the beautiful golden hair in the distance.
That is pretty perfectly positioned
That
from
is-
this,
it's so-
from here.
That McDonald's has aura.
There we go. Biggleswade trying to come forward again through Panther. Goes out wide to another substitute, but the linesman's flag goes up against Theo Ofori. The bench are not happy with that one. It's a rookie error because they're in a good area there, but he's just strayed off, and the laptop might fall off.
What is everyone's issue?
But there we go. Alfreton Town with themselves a deep free kick. 950 viewers. We're climbing to the 4 digits.
We are so big time.
53 concurrent as well. Well, 52 now. Cheers, mate. Someone just left because I said that. To spite me. Willis sends his goal kick long towards Day. Gets the flick on. It's a misjudged clearance, and Abbey could be in now. It's Fuster in the box. Has his shot, but it's blocked. Jake Day's there to pick up the pieces.
3-0.
Alfreton Town lead by 3. Jake Day off the bench scores his goal to make it 3-0. He's in the right place at the right time. Billy Fuster getting onto the end of Jed Abbey's pullback. The touch looked like it might have got away from him, but he managed to get a shot away, blocked by the Biggleswade defender. But Jake Day, poacher's instinct, is there to poke it home. And there we go. Alfreton Town surely putting this game to bed.
Yeah, Lewis Salmon ready to come on as well, but a great poacher's finish from Jake Day. And the chance made, obviously, by Abbey pulling the ball back. Fuster, shot blocked, and it spins through, and Jake Day reacts so well to get there first. Left-footed, just lifts it over the keeper, slightly off the floor, but still low. Gets it over the leg of the goalkeeper and into that far corner. And that surely secures the match against Spennymoor on Saturday. It secures the place in the 4th qualifying round of the FA Cup.
And following that goal, Billy Whitehouse withdrawn for Lewis Salmon. Second substitution for the Reds.
Station for Alfreton Town. Number 7 Billy Whitehouse replaced by number 11 Lewis Salmon.
And there we go. Biggleswade get us back underway. Alfreton Town now with a 3-goal lead. And as you say, that really should be all she wrote in terms of securing that tie against Spennymoor at home this Saturday in the 4th qualifying round.
And it's more money in the bank.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think for this round, what is it, about 6,000 for this round? For the winner?
Yeah, and then it starts to creep up as you reach the first round, and then that's when the real sort of
What do you
5-digit
get?
figures come in.
You get about, I want to say 12,000 for qualifying from
think
the
we'll have
4th
to-
round, and then you get
It goes up to like
40,
I think, yeah.
for winning the first round, yeah.
But there we go.
It's a strike from Fuster from...
Tell you what, he's hit that well from distance, Billy Fuster, looking to add to his personal tally for the night, but it does trickle wide of the post. Biggleswade get play underway quickly from a short goal kick.
Yeah, it must be tough out there for Biggleswade. I mean, in their heads, they're playing this match at home. They're playing us on a Tuesday night at home as well in their heads. They've not managed to get the game on. And because of that, they've had to come up here on a Tuesday night, which is the last thing that I wanted.
Yeah.
When you think of what do you want in the FA Cup draw, you want a team in the division below you at home, and that's it. And I mean, they've got and come to a team in the division above away from home on an awful Tuesday night in conditions that favour our way of playing.
Yeah.
And now they're 3-0 down as the clock ticks on, and it must be demoralising just to be out there.
Absolutely. But as we've seen, they'll keep plugging away. But Alfreton Town, I think, it'd be pretty safe to assume now, we'll be looking towards that match against Spennymoor, which will be a tough one. Obviously at home, favourable in the FA Cup, but Spennymoor, a good side, obviously had their meetings with them last season. I want to say towards the end of the year it was a 1-1 draw in the league, a Glenn Taylor goal salvaging a point for Spennymoor on that day, if my memory serves me correctly.
Yeah, I remember shooting off to Spennymoor for the away fixture. I got there fairly late. I was the last of the media team there, but it was only me and Liam that day, and Bill, I want to say. I did the interview with Billy after the game.
Oh, nice.
And that was Dwayne Wiley put us in the lead very early on in that game. That was a 1-0, and then Spennymoor, after some heroics from the goalkeeper, might I add, 2 fantastic saves, turned it round in the second half for a 2-1 win. So a bit of 1 point against Spennymoor last season, but
Yeah.
as we say, what is this, unbeaten in 21 in 90 minutes?
But in the league, I
In the
think
league.
it's a rogue stat. But outside of that, still a very good run for Alfreton at home. And it's the old cliche that I want to avoid of making this a tough place to go, making it a fortress. But that is the reality.
It's 12 unbeaten at home.
Teams just don't want to come here at the moment.
It is 12 unbeaten at home, regardless of anything else
Yes.
right now.
Yeah. Which is a very impressive run in itself. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of draws in there. We won't cover that up. But
No, but
we're hard to beat, and the FA Cup is about beating teams. There's no getting a point.
it's gotta
He's
be
going to make it
four,
4, but the
offside.
flag's up.
he can't believe it.
I think it was Billy
I was
Fuster
going to
who
say,
was offside.
I don't think it would be him that was off, but Billy Fuster put the challenge in on the goalkeeper, which obviously impacted the play, and hence the linesman's flag was raised. Biggleswade
Basembo Namputu.
will be making their 4th change of the night. Number 16, Basembo Namputu, to be introduced in place of Flo Sagium.
Say his full name, mate.
I mean, I think I'd give myself a better attempt than that. That was I don't know. I think it was just sound from over the PA.
That might have been a name.
Possibly a name. But anyway, Biggleswade with their 4th change. We've got the number 9, Cyrus Babe, who's scored a few goals in this season, playing very deep.
Yeah, he's almost playing in like the 6. Someone's turned his number upside down.
Nice. There you go, Alfreton Town looking to find Lewis Salmon on the right-hand side here.
Yeah, I'm not even going to get employed at the end of any of this. I'm just going to get comedian gigs. They're going to put me on live at the Apollo.
Wouldn't mind that. Alfreton Town coming away with it on the left-hand side with Jed Abbey playing it safe, going back to Nathan Newell.
Tamworth beating Gateshead in the National League, and
Joking. Is Ken Diggy playing?
no, Ken Diggy is not in the team. He's on the bench though.
It's not good for me, that.
Oh, good job we can see what minute it's in. Not.
The results, Alfreton Town are leading 3-0 at the moment.
There should be about 15 minutes left-ish.
There you go. I expect we'll see a later change for Alfreton now, just because, you know, evading complacency, it's a chance to get some players onto the pitch now that haven't had a lion's share of game time this season, in my opinion. But we'll see. Wiley going back to Willis. Little bit of pressure on him from Panther. Cleared away. Adam Lund picking it up in the middle and winning a free kick. Naguib Ibrahim with the foul. We're creeping up. 10 more views till we hit the 1K mark. So it doesn't look like we're going to beat Spalding, but that had the advantage of an extra sort of 45 minutes stream time, I suppose.
Yeah, and all the crippling gambling addicts kind of coming in because it was their last game still playing.
Nothing else on a Tuesday night.
Someone put a bet on in extra time, asked us if we thought of the score, and we said no, so they cashed out and we're like, lost 20 quid. And I was like...
We don't offer financial or gambling advice on this channel.
Yeah, but
Just...
if you ask me, I'd bet on Alfreton to win.
especially at home with their...
But I am not a financial
Recent run.
advisor. I am a comedian.
Mm.
And I'm just everything put into one.
The complete package.
I wish.
Alfreton Town. Some delay over this throw because Adam Lunder believes that Marcus Goldburn is too close to him.
Get away, Marcus.
Adam Lund's throw goes into the box. It's flicked on by Hunt. Fuster trying to get something on there, and Lewis Salmon gets his shot away, but it's blocked. Closed down by Luke Pyman. I'm going to say they've done that from every throw, haven't they? They've sort of had that man stand just directly in front of the taker,
Yeah.
which I'm not too sure.
I think it's just peripheral vision, you know, psychology.
Yeah, just kind of blocking the kind of
We are going to see
direct line of sight.
Liam Walder.
We are. Liam Waldock ready to come on. I'd imagine in place of one of the Jed Abbey, perhaps. Maybe Cantrill. Maybe Fuster, and then Abbey moves out wide. I'm not sure. We'll see.
Yeah, it's either. I think it's either Jed or it's Fuster.
Yeah. Nathan Newell thought he might have lost out on that one, but runs out for an Alfreton throw. And there we go. It will be Jed Abbey. Taken off for Liam Waldock. Got himself a goal tonight. Thought he had 2 to make it 4, but was unfortunately denied by the flag of the assistant referee. But a good shift nonetheless from the number 14. Back on the score sheet, good to see. Hopefully he can keep up another hot streak of scoring form, much like he did right at the start of the season. But Liam Waldock enters the fray. We have hit 1,000 views. Thank you very much for everybody that's tuned in today.
We need to get this channel monetized.
What's the? Is there a threshold that we need to reach before that, or
I don't know.
we'll have to ask Quentin? He'll know. Very good feat from the number 9, Cyrus Babe for Biggleswade, and he wins himself a free kick, fouled by George Cantrill. He sort of shimmied inside of both Adam Lund and Liam Waldock initially, and then drew the foul from the Alfreton Town number 8. They've taken it quickly once again.
Some child is clearly a Biggleswade fan because he is crying profusely somewhere in the ground.
Bless.
I know, mate. I'd be crying too. What minute is it? If I had to guess, there'd be about 13 minutes left. So probably is about the 75th, 80th minute-ish.
I would be inclined to agree, but we can check the ever-reliable Twitter for a more certain more certain measure of time.
There we go. Salmon across Fuster
Oh.
for
Billy Fuster is his second of the night. He got the opener, broke the deadlock, and he's got another for himself. He is now on a hat-trick.
It's a great move as well as Salmon breaks round the back, puts the ball across the face, and Fuster pounces inside the 6-yard box to turn it towards goal. Buries it. That's 4.
And there we go. About 15 minutes left to play, going by the Twitter. So we are now 4-0 here at the Impact. Alfreton Town, a resounding lead over the visitors Biggleswade. And I think if it wasn't already, that's definitely all she wrote. And we are going to see the introduction of... I'll wait until this... The
they're taking him off. He's on a hat-trick.
The Egyptian Ahmed Salam is introduced in place of Billy Fuster, who has just got himself on a hat-trick. Bless him. Ahmed Salam previously had a spell with Alfreton a couple of years ago. The wide man, and then he had a little bit of a break playing in Gibraltar. But he is now back here at the Impact. And he's on the pitch tonight for the last 15 minutes or so against Biggleswade. Back underway. Biggleswade going long. Dwayne Wiley trying to bring it down. Goldburn dispossessed by Adam Lund, who's staying down. But Biggleswade come forward through Babe, trying to lay it through to Panther, but it's overhit. Skims across the turf, all the way out for a goal kick.
4.
Alfreton. Was that the one from before, asking about the minute?
Yeah, that was already
Yeah.
there.
I was going to say he's impatient if he's not, or he can't count. But there we go, probably 12 or 13 minutes to go now. Willis taking the goal kick short to Nathan Newell, who's in a lot of space. Looks to go down the left-hand side towards Salomon Waldock, but it drifts out for a throw. Oh, the referee gives the free kick.
Yeah, Waldock's
I was going
holding
to say
him.
he's held him. Weirdly, the way that he sort of went down made it look like it was a dive, but he was keeping a hold of his arm as the rain ramps up towards the end of this game. Adam Lund, a pretty needless foul on the number 9, Cyrus Babe there. I mean, it's 4-0. Not too much to contest for. But Biggleswade still plugging away. Send the free kick long, headed back forward by Wiley. Controlled quite well by Waldock initially, but then his pass intercepted. Cantrell makes the tackle though. He's got Jake Day ahead of him and to his right, who he plays it to. Jake Day with the shot, rips it into the bottom corner. 5-0 to Alfreton Town. It's 2 for the substitute Jake Day. Lovely finish across the face of the goal. Goalkeeper, absolutely no chance. Alfreton Town with a perfect 5 at the moment.
Clinical
Still
precision.
time to add.
Clinical precision from Jake Day there. Hard along the floor, right into the far corner. The keeper never had a chance. That's 5. 5-star Alfreton. Got to get
There
it
we
in
go.
there.
There we go.
It's like a jab in it, you know what I mean? You've got to get it in there.
Well, there we go. It was great work from George Cantrell in the middle of the park to win it back.
Yes.
Carried it forward. Jake Day peeled off to his right-hand side, knocks it through to him, and it's a simple case of letting him do the work, and it's a fantastic finish. Goalkeeper with no chance at all, and I think we are going to see Adam Anson introduced in place of Dwayne Wiley, who has handed the armband over to George Cantrell, I think. So Adam Anson with a rare appearance in the last few months or so. George Cantrell takes the armband for the remaining 10 minutes.
Yeah, the goal was made by Cantrell. I mean, the intelligence to step up and intercept the ball in the middle of the park, driving forward. Great run from Jake Day. All that needed to be done.
And there we go, Alfreton Town coasting now
Yeah, putting the game well beyond doubt.
at 5-0. Could have shifted
Waldock
back into.
comes away, he strikes, blocks.
I was going to say, it's very much the game where they could have very easily just sort of shifted back into first gear. But Alfreton Town absolutely not letting up as the theme continues with George Cantrell winning it back. Liam Waldock on the edge of the box gets the shot away, and it's 6-0. Liam Waldock off the bench makes it 6. What a performance this is from Billy Heath's side in the FA Cup. George Cantrell with another assist. Wow.
They often bully boys.
There we go. In full effect.
Scorer of the 6th Alfreton Town goal, number 10, Liam Waldock.
We want 7.
Go on, boys. We want 7. Sorry, I just nicked your joke and shouted it louder
It's all right, mate. Don't worry.
so the players could hear.
It's okay. You've got a better voice to shout it.
You've got what me rough northern dialects. Go on, boys.
There we go. Alfreton Town 6-0. 6 goals to the good. Biggleswade.
Yeah,
If it wasn't demoralising already for them, it is now.
yeah, something you don't see as well. Alfreton putting away chance after chance, just taking opportunities. They are in a free-flowing state right now. They are oozing confidence and oozing class. And they are making the most of everything that they're getting at the moment.
Oh, George Willis lines up a goal kick. And I think as we come towards the end of this game, this is one of the best performances we've seen at the Impact for a long time. 6-0, absolutely no let up from the Reds. Substitutes coming into full effect. Liam Walter getting on the score sheet. Jake Day with a brace. And it's very true from Ian, figuratively, the floodgates have indeed opened in more ways than one. And another clean sheet, yes, fingers crossed, as long as Biggleswade don't grab themselves a consolation. Another clean sheet at the Impact for the Reds.
Well, let's not speak too soon.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
The game's not done. The game's not gone, and Biggleswade have had 2 chances. We saw Panther go through and a great save from Willis, which prevented them from making it 2-1 at the time. So they have a chance in them.
Which shows how different the sort of complexion of the game has travelled to from what it was at that point. Jake Day strikes from the edge of the area, tries to keep it alive. But yeah, I mean, at that point it was 2-0. They've just missed a chance to half the deficit, and you're thinking, oh, they could easily make a game of it here. But Alfreton Town have now put it beyond all doubt. Minutes to go. 6-0 up. Babay tries to lay it out to this right-hand side for Pyman.
But this is what we say. Alfreton this season, compared to the last, have such a competitive squad this season. I mean, there was times last season when you're kind of looking and thinking, who's going to come on?
Yeah.
And our kind of only time was when we had McDonough and Day, and they'd kind of...
I'm going to have to interrupt because Jake Day could be on for his hat-trick here. The touch has gone wide and the keeper's made the save. Liam Waldock picked it up.
Yeah, just the turf took it
laid
away
it off,
from him.
and yeah, it was one of a... Sort of, it's skimmed away from him on the wet grass.
How many goals from long throws? None, but there was one from a short throw-in.
There was.
The first goal...
Very unlike us.
Yeah, it was a short throw-in and then a cross into the box that Fuster got on the end of with a little diving header.
Did score from a corner, though.
Yeah, and we have
Do another
scored from a
set piece.
corner, yeah. So we've got 2 set pieces, but as the goals have started to flow, they've become more natural.
Corner comes in for Alfreton. Oh, and it's just evaded the head of Jake Day on his hat-trick. Adam Lund, though, on his left foot, tries to get the ball back into the area. Cleared away by Biggleswade, only as far as Nathan Newell. Tries to go back out wide to Max Hunt. Steadies himself and gets the ball into the area. It's knocked down for Jake Day, but the goalkeeper's got there first with a firm challenge. I think Jake Day was offside regardless. The flag goes up. The goalkeeper just about beat him to it.
There's about 7 or 8 Biggleswade fans behind the goal chanting, "We've got the ball," and something about why they're still here, which is quite funny.
Credit where credit is due.
Biggleswade Ultras, that's why we're still here.
I was going to say, it's a long old trip for them on a Tuesday night. One that they, you know, when these 2 teams were pulled out of the hat, they would have hoped that they wouldn't have had to have made.
They shouldn't have had to have
but
made.
for a replay. But nonetheless, here they are at the Impact, and fair play to them. Long old journey in pretty dismal conditions.
Yeah, and it's you last, as well. I don't think it's.
Oh, hello. Oof, Biggleswade with probably their best chance of the evening right at the end. Cyrus Babet latching onto a pullback from Panther on the right, but he fires his effort wide of the post.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily that Biggleswade have given up. I mean, 6-0 looks like a thumping, and it really is because they've kind of fallen apart in the latter stages of this match where people kind of really not been picking it up. They've given their fans something to watch and something to kind of go oh and ah about, a couple of chances and,
Yeah.
It's not been all doom and gloom.
No, not at all. But I think they're having a difficult season in the league. This sort of cup run that they had was something to look forward to, and unfortunately for them, Alfreton Town have put a very, very
they've put a clinic on.
a firm ending to it. Josh Claxton sending the ball forward towards Lewis Salmon as Alfreton look for a 7th.
Salmon nearly coming away with it, and
Ahmed Salam adjudged to have fouled his man. He thinks he got the ball. But Biggleswade come forward.
he's got some fluorescent tape on as well, does
Oof.
Salam. I think he's been in the Biggleswade dressing room. Nah, I think it's like a more red colour, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than the
Matches
hot
the kit.
pink.
I can respect that.
Oh, Eddie's back after his timeout. Did you learn anything, Eddie, in timeout?
He has, because he's now informing other people of the score.
Yeah, but he's got the wrong way around. That means
that
Biggleswade
actually,
are 6-0.
yeah. Although that might be what it's showing up as, because Biggleswade were supposed to be at home. Bet365 might need to sort out their fixture.
So I don't think they have Bet365 there, mate.
Yeah. Well, whatever betting provider that they may use, of course, many others are available. Could be listing the fixture the wrong way around. Alfreton Town are at home at the moment. Nathan Newell intercepting that diagonal pass, bouncing out for a Biggleswade throw. Potentially a chance for them to get on the score sheet in the late stages. Alfreton Town want handball. It is Pyman up against Salam. The Egyptian wins himself a throw on the left-hand side. Good work from the substitute. We should be seeing the added time.
Biggleswade fans asking for a wave off Jimmy. There's no Jimmy on the team sheet though, so I don't know who they're shouting to. I was hoping that someone was going to give them a wave and that
Alfreton Town with them a free kick deep inside their own half. I think the game, now pretty much done as a contest. It's more necessarily about Alfreton Town looking to add to their lead, really, if anything. And I want to say we've made all of the substitutions that we can make. I don't think we're allowed another one, if I'm not wrong. No, because we've made 4, haven't we? Is it 5?
What's that? Subs?
Yeah.
No, we've made 5 subs. Jake Daly and Waldock, Ahmed Salam, Lewis Salmon, and Adam
I forgot about Adam Anson. Sorry, Adam, mate. My bad. I was going to say, I was thinking, I was expecting a late double change just to get
I tell you what,
2 more on. But
Nathan Newell's copped some beautiful boots. He's got boots in his arsenal,
fair play to the boy. Liam Warlock with the ball in the middle. Gives it to Adam Lund. Shifts it back out wide to Claxton. Comes back to Anson. Max Hunt now. Goes to Nathan Newell on this left-hand side. Fakes a step and chips it over to Salam. But he is adjudged offside. He can't quite believe it. Biggleswade will have themselves a free kick. Taken short. Sent long eventually by the Biggleswade back line, headed back where it came from by Max Hunt. Briggs goes back to his keeper. Doherty now on the left-hand side. There's a lot less pressure from Alfreton now. I think there was a sort of period of ruthlessness even while they were 3, 4, 5-0 up. But now I think it's the sensible thing. Oh, it's a late challenge
That could be a second booking.
from Luke Pyman, who we think is on a yellow if we're
I think
correct from the first
the
half.
referee will let him off. The referee will let him off at 6-0 down.
Yeah, Ahmed Salam cropped down.
I mean, it is a blatant second yellow card, but at 6-0 down.
The referees applied some humility there to let him off.
I mean, that would really just be like
The icing on the cake.
sticking the knife and twist it.
Yeah.
That would be the red card on top just before the ball goes up for stoppage time, which will be
Another 2 minutes, I think.
2 minutes. We've had 5 goals.
Ball sent into the box and out for a Alfreton Town corner.
I think there's a bit of mercy being shown.
Yeah. 2 minutes of added time to be played at the end of this second half.
A corner that Salam will go over to take.
Absolutely excellent performance from Alfreton Town.
Yeah, it's
You
been
can't praise it enough.
clinical, just oozing class in this second half.
Substitutes doing their work.
And I tell you what,
Go on.
at Spalding away, we were sat there, I said score predictions, and Liam said 6-0 Alfreton.
Wow.
And I said, well, you're quietly confident as the corner
Salam
comes
delivers
in
the
and
corner.
jigged in.
Oh, could have had his
Nearly
hat
making it
trick.
7. I said, you're quietly confident, aren't you? And then obviously that ended up being a 1-1 after 2 legs and extra time and being won on penalties. And then he said, I actually meant for this as well, he said. So I'll have
There we go.
We'll have a bit of a laugh about that when we go inside.
Liam Henton, all-seeing, predictive masterclass.
He's got his crystal ball out.
Yeah. Willis lines up his goal kick.
All 10 Biggleswade fans giving George Willis a load of stick behind the goal.
You gotta rate it. Out for an Alfreton throw on this left-hand side, which I imagine will be one of the final few actions of this match. Jake Day
Nathan Newell given the privilege of taking a throw while Adam Lund's on the pitch.
sending the ball down to the left-hand side. Lewis Salmon winning possession back for Alfreton. He's dispossessed by Babay. Boys in red still working hard to win it back. But there is the full-time whistle. Alfreton Town with an emphatic 6-0 victory over Biggleswade, firmly in to the next round of the FA Cup, which sets up a home tie against Spennymoor this Saturday here at the Impact. Thoughts on the game?
Yeah, fantastic. The Bully Boys of Derbyshire will be calling them after that because they put on a clinic and they were class in that second half. 5 goals in the second half. Obviously a thoroughly deserved place in the 4th qualifying round against Tina, and every single player, every single substitute as well can hold their head high and know that they were a part of this team, that although a game that was expected to win, that they did it way well beyond reasonable doubt.
Absolutely, yeah.
And showed that we were the team to beat, and that will carry into the weekend for sure.
Absolutely,
The
yeah.
optimism is through the roof, and yeah, the optimism is through the roof. We might even have Jeff predict a win on Saturday.
I think even that's too far. Maybe if we'd have won 16-0, he might be...
He might have given us a draw. Look.
Well, there we go. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in tonight. We've peaked at just under 1,100 views on the stream.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
And we will hopefully see some of you back for the fixture on Saturday.
Get your bets on.
Get your bets on. It's the FA Cup.
All right, we thank you everyone for tuning in. It's been fun as we clock over 1,100
There we go,
views.
perfect.
That's why I was dragging it out. We'll see you all on Saturday, hopefully. Thanks for tuning in, and bye.
Bye-bye.
You've got the job of no mind.